spirituality.
Back there.
Yeah, spirituality brings real love into your life because you have a deeper empathetic connection with love. You love your partner, and together you both love everyone else. Yeah, and you love the animals, and you love the plants.
Absolutely.
And you know them as you. You don't see them as an external thing. You say, oh, that's a pretty flower, I love it. You say, look at me as a pretty flower, I am beautiful. You know, and this sparks a love in your heart that, you know, is just shining and glowing. And then you have your partner there, you can share, you know, that feeling with them. So, yeah, spirituality brings all of these things. You know, some people get these things in religion as well. But the difference between, or apart from one being led by a doctrine, yeah, is that within spirituality, you're kind of going with the flow and you're following nature and your heart and one another. You know, you might have some rituals, and it says, the ritual says it has to do this and this. But you don't have to follow the ritual. The ritual is there as a guide to prompt you into how to think, and then your heart is there to tell you how you wish to do that. As a witch, I've been given rituals, and in the rituals some of the things was using animals, and I said this is a good ritual, and I don't judge you.
Did you say as a witch?
Yeah.
Because where I come from,
alchemist, witch.
Okay, because obviously, again, like I always have to relate it to where we're coming from and stuff like that. Obviously, where we come from, whenever you mention the word witch,
it just means
something negative.
Something negative,
Can you
it does mean something negative because it's a religious term.
Okay.
But just in the same way.
But where we come from is just negative. They don't
just
say
in the same way that there are many derogatory terms for wise women and women with power. In particular, indigenous women with power, you know, are seen are very aggressive and, you know, dangerous.
And they got spells and they can do these
things
to you.
It's the same way it's the same way that the system doesn't like to see women with power. You know, so makes these terms to be ones that we fear. But in fact, what a witch does, a witch is just somebody who's just using craft. A witch is someone who's alchemizing consciously to manifest the things that he or she, because men can be witches too, want to create. You want to create and manifest in anything in your life, that is craft. That's craft.
That's craft.
But when you say, I'm a witch, you own that power.
Okay.
And you own it beyond the fear of what anyone thinks of you. And, you know, you take that fear and you eat it and you spit it back with love, and then you show that actually that thing which you fear is all the love that's waiting to come to you. You understand? And that's the true power in it, really. That which is there to cure and to heal. You know, and as I said, even when if we work with occult images, signals, signs, stuff like that, and when we researched them, we never ever found anything that was bad.
Anything negative.
Everything was so positive. It was life-changingly positive to know even one of those things.
So all of this is just a perception of what people have been saying all of these years, which are not right, and about witches. And it's like he said, she said, all of these years, and just people have just started saying all of these things. But realistically, if people, what you guys saying, if people realistically went and done their own research, they would literally and dug deep and done the right research, they would find out. They would find out that the meaning to a witch is like, it's nowhere near like negative as some people say.
It's not negative at all.
Some people make out to be in a Babylon or the Matrix, like people.
But if you live in that Babylon, that bubble of Babylon, if you live in that, I got bars too, man.
I'm up to steal those bars, you know. I'm to steal a couple of bars. Living in the Babylon.
if you're living in that, then you will perceive the world like that. Life in itself is all a perception. And then some people hear that and they go, oh, like you, they go, oh, what is that? And then that's the ones that learning and growing. And whichever one you're in, it's okay. Because we all here just to play our part. Some of us are here to live in fear and some of us are not. But you know, in
Again,
time,
and some of us are here to act.
in time, yeah, some of us are here to act. But in time, we're gonna get to where we need to be. And I just try to encourage everyone. That
so you truly believe in that, even the people, like you just said, you truly believe in that. Everybody's here is here, obviously, to play their part. Either people that are here in fear, or people that are here like and living within through God. You feel like everybody's going to get what they need to get.
Absolutely.
Everybody,
and you know what? Because it works on karma, I have to actually give my gratitude to those people that are living in fear, because it's likely that because they are living that life, because it's duality. It's true, like you know, it's true because we're living in a duality. So because there are people living in fear, there are people living in freedom. You know,
let me prove that carbon dioxide by myself.
I'm not gonna lie, people that live in fear, for me, I feel the sentence that I've got for them, I feel sorry for them to a certain degree, because it's like they're not free to a certain degree. I don't feel like I'm free, but you know, like there's certain degrees of living free. If you live in fear, that stops you from doing certain things, living within yourself. Like,
no, but you
see, bare layers of like not being free when
you
live in fear.
In the Matrix, where the guy just wants to go back to the Matrix.
Yeah.
There's some people that just want to be
in the Matrix.
They want to get unplugged and just
the desires are still not being fulfilled.
Yeah.
You know, for example, just the way of life, innit?
Yeah.
I just feel that it's like, you know, sometimes we are wanting everybody to be something, but we're not remembering that we got to where we got to through going through a process. Had we had been just normal and happy and nothing ever happened to us in life, we'd be carefree living without caring the world. And someone telling us, you better wake up, we'd be, what are you talking about, wake up? I'm fine. There's nothing, there's no need for me to wake up. It's those people that actually go into the fear paradigm, and they go, those are the ones who end up getting waken up.
Like
so I just feed them energy and send them good love and energy, and I believe in it in my heart for them. I go, oh, you're on your journey. Good for you. You're on your journey. And when you arrive, we're going to build the platform here for you to come and stand on with us.
And even like going a little bit back in education, you might find this interesting, Obviously, when you guys have your kids and stuff like that, if you guys had to choose from, for your children, for future children, huh? You remember that one, It's what I said. I asked them if you had to choose from like either homeschool, private school, or private school. Which one would they choose and why?
Well, first of all, I don't believe in school. I don't want to speak for like Andy, but obviously we have a joint ethos. But I'll just speak from me.
Personally for yourself, or personally for you, and then join together as a couple.
I don't believe in the practice of school. I believe that we are missing out on the knowledge of our family and our ancestral lines and things when we give ourselves over to the government for everything that we learn to come from them. For us to come home as children who don't even have the energy to stay awake all day, to come home from a whole long day of school, to try and come home and learn the last little bits from us. They're not interested. They're tired. The brain is finished by then. So if you send your child to school, your child is not your child. Your child is the school's child. It's not your child. Yeah, it's the government's child. It's not your child. If you not that parents don't love their children because they aren't aware of this. But, you know, if you truly love your children in the way that you care about all of the things, you will sacrifice your life to show them the things that they need to know from you. If that means them being with you, if that means you can't go to a job where you're going to be there all day, and you have to be at home, if that means that it takes you 5 years to build a business from home, and in the first 2 or 3 years it's not doing so well, but you're living paycheck to you're better off living like that than getting your money every month and not seeing your kids all day for their entire lives. You understand? This is where the problems come. This is where the children are getting educated from one another, and they're on the streets, or they're learning from music and they're learning from TV rather than learning from their parents. But even the parents have been through the same thing as well and don't have what they need to even pass down to the kids. So at some point we have to break the cycle. And for us, we went and we're not parents yet, but we would like to become parents. So we went away and we did the research, and we're continuing to do the research so that we can bring a life into the world, and that we can actually have them with us. So if we start to do some things now, if we start to live life, if we start to travel, if we want to go camping, if we want to go over the world, if we're in the studio, you think I'm not going to sing if I have a baby? I'm going to sing still. I'm going to be mother first. I'm going to be mother first. Yeah. But then my baby's going to be there with me in the studio some days, you understand? And when I'm doing my part, he's going to look after the baby over there. Then I'm going to take the baby and he's going to come there. And as soon as the baby gets older and bigger, we're going to show the bigger, we're going to show the baby. We're going to show the baby this and this and that. And this is how you mic up something, and this is how you do that, So our children will know music. By the time they're 5, 6, and 7, they can tell you how to set up the whole studio. You understand? And they will learn things much quicker than the children that are in school. I'm telling you.
You get me? Even talking about music and all of these things. Let's even face it. Like all of us have been to school, public school at one time. Bro, even music or even certain topics and stuff like that, they don't even really teach you like it's like they teach the minimals. They don't even teach you music. They don't even proper teach you even with certain things like drama and even going back.
You got a class of 30 people, and some people learn fast and some people learn slow. So they have
some people
to
do
teach
different
slow.
observations.
They have to teach slow. They haven't got a thing, and if they teach at a certain rate, where some people get it and some people don't get it, you know, and it doesn't really, you just have to pass kind of like the minimal thing. You can come and do extra. I was one of those children in school, I was doing extra, especially in music.
And one of the reasons why I feel like this, from the last thing I'm going to touch on about this, the school versus parenting, because prayer like this, one of the reasons why, obviously growing up in our society, I'm realising, imagine now, let's flip a little bit, your parents, going to work now, they're going to work the whole day. The bosses are screaming at them that we know they got fucked up jobs and stuff like that. So even for them, obviously we spoke about the kids aspect when they go to school and coming back and they're tired, and now they speak about the parents.
So
you get me. So imagine you get me. It's their turn now. Imagine the parents